Top 12 things to do in Florence. 1. Visit Piazza della Signoria. Since the 14th century, when homes of illustrious families had to be demolished to make room for the new square, Piazza della Signoria has served as Florence's political center. Since then, it has served as the focal point for ceremonial gatherings, marches, and festivals, and has been the site of many historical events in the past. Here, you can find several well-known Florence tourist attractions, such as the Neptune Fountain, replicas of Michelangelo and Donatello statues, and the Loggia dei Lanzi, which is an open-air gallery featuring many impressive sculptures. 2. Visit Piazza del Duomo. One of the largest city squares in Florence, this is a site that you simply can't miss while visiting the city. It contains the Basilica of Santa Maria del Fiore. Known as the Duomo, this impressive cathedral was completed in 1436 and designed by Filippo Brunelleschi. It dominates the skyline, and has come to represent the city. The Duomo is one of Europe's most famous landmarks, and is the third largest church in Italy, measuring more than 152 meters in length. Featuring the largest man-made dome in the world. The cathedral also has an underground crypt, the Santa Reparata. 3. Visit Basilica di San Lorenzo. Consecrated in 393 by Saint Ambrose of Milan, this ancient cathedral is the city's oldest church. Basilica di San Lorenzo was used as Florence's main cathedral for around 300 years, although it still maintained a high standing within the community, as it was the parish church for the famous Medici family. The cathedral features a museum and an underground crypt, which is the final resting place of Cosimo de' Medici and artist Donatello, which were both close friends during their lifetime. 4. Visit Ponte Vecchio. The Ponte Vecchio, or Old Bridge, has been used as a shopping center for centuries. Originally there were all types of shops, such as butchers and fishmongers, but because of the unsanitary stench it left behind, this was changed in 1593 when a decree stated that only goldsmiths and jewelers be allowed to have their shops on the bridge, in order to improve the well-being of all, including their own as they walked over the bridge. Ponte Vecchio is known as a romantic spot for both locals and tourists. It is also possible to admire the bridge from underneath in theater presentations, the occasional concert, and boat rides. 5. Shop at the San Lorenzo Market and Mercato Centrale. The Mercato Centrale di Firenze, Florence's market halls, are located in the San Lorenzo neighborhood. Although many Florentines still shop at these huge market halls, which were previously constructed in 1874, for their fresh produce. Stalls with fish, vegetables, fruit, meat, cheese, fresh pasta, oil, truffles, bread, etc. can be found indoors. The goods are entirely safe to purchase and consume because they adhere to the strictest standards. The outdoor part of the San Lorenzo Market, surrounding the Mercato Centrale building, contains hundreds of stalls that run across several streets. Here you can find pottery, clothing, souvenirs, and many handmade leather products. 6. Explore the Florence walls and gates. These ancient fortified walls were built of solid brick, on concrete foundations with an average thickness of 2 meters, with internal reinforcements. The southernmost gate of the 13th century walls around Florence's Oltrarno neighborhood, in the Italian region of Tuscany, was the Porta Romana, formerly known as the Porta San Pier Gattolino. It may be reached from the north by Via Romana, Via de Serragli, and Viale Francesco Petrarca. It is situated at the intersection of several roads. 7. Take a tour of the Uffizi Gallery. The Uffizi Gallery is one of the most famous art museums in the world, given the rich amount of unique artworks and masterpieces conserved within its walls, the majority from the Renaissance period. The gallery has been open to the public since the 16th century. The Uffizi Gallery, which is situated in the center of Florence, is home to masterpieces created by illustrious Italian artists including Botticelli, Giotto, Cimabue, Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and Raffaello, to name a few of the most famous. Its extensive collection includes pieces from every era, although a significant portion is from the eras between the 12th and the 17th centuries. Every year, more than 1 million people travel to the Uffizi Gallery in Florence and Tuscany, which is a must-see destination. The Uffizi and the Vatican Museums in Rome are the top 2 most visited museums in Italy by visitors from all across the world, and the lengthy lineups outside the doors of the museums are almost as famous as their masterpieces. 8. Visit Galleria dell'Accademia. Home to arguably the world's most famous sculpture, Michelangelo's statue of David, the Galleria dell'Accademia displays works from great Italian artists like Sandro Botticelli, Domenico Ghirlandaio, Pinturmo, Andrea del Sarto, Alessandro Alleri, and Orcagna, to name just a few painters. The last of the Medici donated several works of art that were commissioned by and included in the collection of the wealthy Medici family, to the Grand Duchy of Tuscany, so that everyone may enjoy them and they would become a part of the cultural heritage of humanity. This is a must-see when visiting Florence. 9. Visit Palazzo Pitti. Once the residence of the Medici family, this amazing piece of architecture has a museum inside. The palace contains an enormous amount of paintings and statues. The inside of the building itself is also a work of art, with stonework and painted murals. What stands out the most are the absolutely amazing ceilings. Those are sufficient for the visit itself. Some parts of the palace are closed off, but don't let that deter you from visiting. 10. Visit Palazzo Vecchio. Built in the early 14th century, the ceiling alone of the Hall of 500 is worth the price of admission. Roman ruins, a medieval stronghold, and amazing Renaissance chambers and artwork may all be found at Palazzo Vecchio. A microcosm where history and art have been inextricably linked for centuries. A must-do while in the palace is take in some of the most breathtaking views of the city from the top of the tower. 11. Book a tour at Basilica di Santa Croce. The Santa Croce was built from 1294 by Di Cambio, on the site of an older Franciscan church. In total, 16 chapels have been built, most of which are in Giotto's name. The Santa Croce has become known as the Pantheon of Florence. This is due to the church housing numerous monuments and tombs of illustrious Florentines. For instance, you can visit the graves of both physicist Galileo Galilei and political figure Niccolò Machiavelli. In addition, the Santa Croce is home to many artists and architects, including Michelangelo and Vasari. Come to this church to walk in the footsteps of countless famous Italians. 12. Visit Boboli Gardens. Florence is full of beautiful gardens, showcasing incredible architecture, one of the most famous being the Boboli Gardens. Being part of the Pitti Palace residence, the Boboli Gardens were once also owned by the Medici family. The park is home to old oak trees, sculptures, and fountains, and it provides a tranquil haven from the summer's scorching Florentine sun, as well as the fall's stunning foliage colors, and spring's heady floral scents. The Boboli Gardens are a stunning example of sculpture-decorated green architecture, and a model for many other European royal gardens, particularly Versailles. Its construction and development took place between the 15th and the 19th centuries, for a period of 400 years. The first fields and gardens were created behind Santa Felicita in the Oltrarno, by the Borgolo family, whose name is thought to be the source name of Boboli, and was bought in 1418 by Messer Luca Pitti.
Hope you liked this video. For more videos like this, please subscribe to our channel.